Gemar Chatima Tova. My name is Joelle Kol, and I am honored to serve as president of Bet Shirah. Tonight, I stand here following in the footsteps of so many incredible presidents before me, including my friend and predecessor, Stuart Koenigsberg, Zichrono Livracha, may his memory be a blessing. Stuart believed deeply in this community, and he believed in me. When he, along with Maury Siegel, asked me to serve, it was nearly impossible to say no. And standing here tonight, I am so grateful. I said yes. I've been part of Bet Shirah my whole life. My parents, Mark and Shelley Ginsberg, are founding members, and this has always been my spiritual home. Some of my earliest memories are wandering these halls as a little girl, feeling comfortable, at home, and completely surrounded by community. I was also the chatty kid in Hebrew school who got sent out of class more times than I can count. Looking back, even those moments make me smile because they remind me that I truly grew up here, shaped by this community every step of the way. I remember being the kala in our mock Hebrew school wedding, so excited to don my white dress, only to discover that my groom, the one and only Richard Rosengarten, wasn't coming because he was sick that morning. True story. In middle school, I moved from pretend weddings to real leadership, serving as co-president of Kadima, and as a teenager, I lived for USY and Monday Night School, building friendships and Jewish pride alongside many of your children. I left Miami for college and law school, but even then, Bet Shirah tugged at me. When I returned to Miami, there was never a question of where I would go. I came back home to this synagogue, this sanctuary, this community that raised me. And now it's the home where my children and I are raising our 3 children. So why did I, at 37 years old, with 3 young children and a full-time job, agree to take this on? Because this is the place that held me when my grandmother passed, the place where we said Kaddish after fertility loss, the place that has celebrated every simcha and held every sorrow. Because this is where my children, Gabriella in 4th grade, Jordan in 1st grade, and Benjamin in pre-K, are building their Jewish identities in the very same Hebrew school and youth group that shaped me. Every time I hear them sing Vashamru on the bima or watch them put coins in a tzedakah box, I know this is Bet Shirah. This synagogue has always been about more than a building. It's about the caring Kehila volunteers who drop challah at a mourner's doorstep, the daily minyaneers who ensure no one ever says Kaddish alone, the preschoolers who love Shabbat, the JLC that's doubled in size to nearly 70 children, and the teens and parents who rebuilt our USY chapter into one of the most vibrant in the Southeast. It's about the extraordinary team who leads and supports us every day. Rabbi Jesse, now entering his 4th year with Bet Shirah, who brings unbridled enthusiasm for Judaism in times of joy and unwavering support for our families in times of sorrow. Elise Hyman, our executive director, who jumped in head first since joining us in January, tackling every challenge thrown her way, supported by Marianne Diechter, Leora Sochin, Nancy Garcia, and Alba Granados, who make the magic happen with smiles on their faces. It's about Dr. Alan Mason and Cantor Ronit, whose music ensures that Bet Shirah, the House of Song, lives up to its name, fulfilling our sanctuary with voices, spirit, and harmony that lift us all. It's about Efrat Horwitz, our JLC and youth group director, who pours her heart into making Jewish learning fun, meaningful, and transformative for our teens and children. Dorit Kadori, our preschool director, who has rejoined us this past year with vision and dedication, ensuring that our youngest learners begin their Jewish journeys with joy. And our maintenance team, Marcos, Alfredo, and Edgard, who care for this beloved building every single day. Behind the scenes, our lay leaders also give tirelessly of their time and wisdom, working hand in hand with clergy and staff to bring the very best of Bet Shirah to life. And when I look around this room tonight, I see something else that makes me proud. I see a beautifully diverse community. Bet Shirah is home to so many different Jewish journeys built on choice, intention, and deep connection to this synagogue. Jews by birth, Jews by choice, LGBTQIA families, Sephardic families, interfaith families, and those beginning their Jewish journey right here. All who chose this community for its inclusivity and its Hamishness. That diversity is one of our greatest strengths. This is a Kihila Kadosha, a sacred community. And in a world where anti-Semitism is rising, Israel is under attack, and being Jewish can feel isolating, Bet Shirah reminds us that we are never alone. Bet Shirah is our anchor, our safe place, our Jewish joy. This year, Bet Shirah celebrates its 40th birthday, 40 years of songs, prayer, simchas, and sorrows, 40 years of raising Jewish children, of supporting one another in grief, of lifting one another in joy, 40 years of building community right here in Pinecrest. This building has served us faithfully for 40 years, and now it needs care and investment to carry us into the future. The roof leaks, the AC struggles, our spaces need renewal, our ballroom refreshed, our technology modernized, our security strengthened. And yet, because of your generosity, we've already taken big steps, expanding our partnership with our tenant, True North Classical Academy, the #1 elementary school in Miami, building out a beautiful new preschool down the hall, and beginning to freshen up our ballroom. That was phase 1 of our capital campaign. Now it's time for phase 2. To secure Bet Shirah for the next generation, we must continue investing in our home, repairing what needs fixing, upgrading what inspires learning, and ensuring that this space is welcoming, safe, and vibrant. Everyone here tonight chose to spend the holiest night of the year at Bet Shirah. You chose this community. You are this community. And tonight, I am asking you to choose our future. Tomorrow, our capital campaign co-chairs, Maury Siegel, Joey Rosen, and Rebecca Rosengarten, will share more about this next phase and give you the opportunity to make your pledge. My hope is that each of you will listen with an open heart and consider stretching for this community that has stretched for all of us, and in doing so, honor Stuart's legacy by carrying his vision forward. I am not asking you to do anything I haven't done myself. My family has already made a stretch pledge because I want my children and yours to have a synagogue that will hold them in joy and in grief, just as it held me. 40 years from now, a child sitting in this sanctuary today will stand here as an adult telling their story of how Bet Shirah shaped their Jewish journey. That future begins with the choices we make together now. So let us say Hineni, I am here for Bet Shirah's future. Let us build together Lador Vador so that generations to come will always have a home here. Thank you.